All right, we got Wyrmspan here. We're going to do a quick unboxing video. Take the cover off. Pretty cool cover art. And we've got a bunch of stuff in here. There's the rule books. Feels like it's that same textured material that we're used to from Wingspan. Wow, I'd say the imagery in here is a lot more crisp. It looks a lot more vibrant than like the Wingspan rulebooks. Maybe it's just because I got a lot of light here for the camera. Everything just kind of pops. And here's that facts book about all the dragons. Very thick, comprehensive book, it looks like. This was all written and created by Connie Vogelmann. So that'll be interesting to sit and read through all that. Very cool. The colors just pop off the page. And we got the Automa rulebook, as usual. And we got a whole bunch of stuff here. It's kind of interesting to see that all this stuff is just kind of free floating around here. I noticed that when I was handling the box, stuff was rattling around inside, but everything looks pretty cool here. We got the eggs, the action cubes, and some meeples in here. There's a lot of stuff in this bag, but it feels really light. And we got all the dragon cards. Can't wait to crack those open and look at them. Got a couple nice little trays here for all the pieces. Lids for the trays. Here's the cave cards. Oh, they're thin. I thought these would be thicker pieces of cardboard, but they're pretty thin. Cool. We got a score pad here. And a bunch of extra plastic bags. I think Wingspan came with a bunch of these too, so put those to use. And we have all the tokens here. Looks like we got the player 1 token, and we got milk tokens and one singular meat token. I'm sure there's more to come. Wow, these are really reflective. That's cool. Dragon wing on the back, scales on the other side. And here, this must be the bird card tray from Wingspan. Looks like you're gonna have a lineup of cave cards as well as dragon cards. That'll be interesting. I haven't read the rules or anything yet real comprehensively, so there's a lot for me to discover yet here. Here's the Dragon Guild card, or mat. Nice solid cardboard. And this is the round goal board. It's a lot bigger than the Wingspan one. Looks like there's a lot more complexity here too. Home tracker. Very cool. And we got some extra, these look like little shield tokens. Don't know what those are for yet. Kind of interesting they didn't come in the main bag with everything else. Wonder why that is. Here we've got the player boards. This actually feels a little bit smaller than the Wingspan board, but maybe I'm mistaken in that. But just looking at it and holding it in my hand, it seems a little bit smaller. But a lot of interesting iconography here, set up very similarly to the Wingspan boards. Here's the back side of it. Very cool watercolor artwork. And here we're going to have the rest of the tokens here. Looks like we got a couple more guild cards here. Interesting. I'm not really sure what these are yet. Oh, this is for 4 to 5 players. This is for 4 to 5 players. And it has a 2 to 3 player side on each one, so it almost looks like a different game mode, maybe? Or maybe that's for the Automa. Very cool. One popped out there. So different guilds. I think what this actually does, get my head out of the way. So that's actually the Dragon Guild card. It looks like it goes in the center of of the guild here. Alright, we're gonna take a look at some of the dragon cards here. I've cracked open the packs, and they kind of look and feel to be about the same size and texture as Wingspan cards. White-bellied grazer. Cash 1 milk from your supply here. Anytime you cash milk here, gain, looks like a crystal. And the third milk as cash, also lay 2 eggs. Interesting. A lot of, oh, this is cool. It's like a little newt fish dragon. Ogle windworm. Frugivorous grazer. There's a lot of crazy names here. Very cool artwork. That's a cool one. Looks like a fossil all curled up. All kinds of different styles of dragons here. Oh my gosh, look at that one. Scavenging cricket catcher. Looks like a warty toad dragon. That one's cool, coming out of the egg. Lots of different types here. Weary griffin dragon. It's kind of a cool effect how his tail kind of like disappears and then sprouts back up through the card text here past the border. A lot of, ooh, what's that one? Stealthy Roughtail. Very cool. I don't know what a lot of this text means on the cards yet, but this is kind of the first impressions. Oh, this looks like the Automa deck here. Quick start cards. Ravel mode difficulty levels. Automa difficulty levels. Don't know what a Ravel mode is. Well, these don't look like they're Automa specific. I think they just didn't, they ran out of room and they just stuck those with the Automa cards. Very Asian looking style dragon. Selfish lung dragon. That one's cool. Mosaic Guardian. You could just sit here for an hour and just look at all these cards. It's really interesting that, well, there's the cover, the Scissortail Flycatcher of Wyrmspan, Royal Wyvern. That makes sense. Royal Wyvern, the mascot of Wyrmspan. It's pretty cool. So yeah, very cool Royal Wyvern there. Playful Hornworm. That looks like a magic card. Southern Mammoth Ridge Dragon. Ridged Dragon. Very nice. Yeah, this artwork is great. All kinds of different types of dragons. Like you kind of have a predisposition in your mind of what a dragon looks like and what even variants of a dragon might look like. But these are all a lot of like chimera-like dragons where they just kind of have features of various different animals like fish and lizards and amphibians. So yeah, very good art style. I think I even saw like a butterfly-like one in there. Scaly rock dragon. Green ghost. That's cool. It's like its wings are made of leaves. Ancient one. That's a cool name. Very Chinese-looking dragon. Prescient Griff Dragon. It's like a white tiger. And this patient redworm kind of looks like a ferret. Interesting. There's more of like a classic D&D style dragon. Particularly haughty wyvern. That one, Hushed Oak Wing Fey Dragon. It's got like a fox head. Kind of look like a squirrel body with leaf wings. Crazy. God, all these are cool. That's a cool one. Looks like a green dragon from D&D. Wow. There's like a griffin, more griffin than dragon. Northern Griff Dragon. The Pacifist Web-Toed Serpent. There's like a forest dragon, the Dappled Glade Spirit. That one's just like a snake, like a coatl. Little, I can't even pronounce that. Amphitheater. Horned venomous worm. There's another one I can't pronounce. It's like a squirrel ape creature. Australopithecus dracus. Bonkers. And then we have the simple minor sharp claw. Looks like kind of like a little Gila monster. That's like a lion. Kind of a squirrel lion. Crazy. Wow, that one's nice. My wife would probably like that one. Custodial koi worm. I can't even pronounce some of these things. Very cool. Splitting golden hydra. Chameleon coatl. Alright, well, I think did we look through this one? I think we did. Here's a look at the cave cards. Very thin. I thought these would be a lot thicker. I don't think they even make sleeves for cards like this, so if you're one who's inclined to sleeve their cards, these are probably going to get a lot of wear and tear, but I wouldn't be surprised to find out that sleeves existed for something like this. I know I've been surprised before by the size and shape of some of the sleeves that are out there. So it looks like these caves have effects on them too. So like if you excavate a cave and put that down, you can still get use out of the space maybe, even if you don't have a dragon there. Again, I haven't read through the rules yet, so we'll see how that goes. Alright. Well, that's a look at the cards. And that's it. Well, thanks for checking out our video.